Hey YouTubers, this is Old Beater Cars Workshop. Well, that's what I'm building. 1955 Ford F700, and it is a snow removal truck. A big blade in the back and a good sized box in the back. So let's get to it.
So, progress on the truck so far. Well, I got the engine bay painted. It's going to be gray, of course, all gray truck. Pretty hard to tell from what the picture is, but I think the truck would have been probably gray or blue from the picture. It wouldn't be red because it's too dark for that. So here's the interior. Black seat. Do a little more work on it yet. To do some more work on the levers. And you add a bunch of levers in there because a truck that's a snow removal truck would have all sorts of levers for lifting the blade up and also for turning on the having a dump box on it, and also an auger for sanding. So be all sorts of levers and such on the floor. I still have to get some bobby pin ends, some balls to put on all the shifters, so it gives it all the extra detail. There's lots of levers on there. Years and years ago, actually, I was somewhere and actually seen a old Ford truck like this. It had a very similar kind of system. Had a bunch of little levers on the floor, had a big ass blade on the front, and a nice box with a sander on the back. So I remember that detail, and also having inspirational pictures online helps too. So anyway, the kit comes with a different kind of motor, so I had to find another motor out of another truck. And this truck would have originally a flathead on it. And yeah, I have a bunch of parts and pieces scattered everywhere. So yeah, it's a 4-wheel drive truck. It all has the front diff on it. So it has a front PTO on it. Power takeoff on the front. Also power takeoff on the back to operate the pump for the gearbox for the lift. The gearbox for the dump box. So that's how these would have been operated back in the day. Would have been all gearboxes and such. And on the front too would have been a gearbox set up for lifting the front blade up. So yeah. I don't think in these years yet they had belly blades, but I think they came on later on as technology got better. So yeah. So anyways, I wanted to put different pumpkins in there, but I didn't have the right pumpkins to put it in there. I kind of used what I had. But I had the big industrial pumpkins on there. They're called the Coleman front ends, which were used in these trucks too, but not particularly on this model I'm doing. But the Coleman is going to be a bit off topic. See if I can around here. See this rear end here. They call them these rear ends were actually used in the heavy duty Fords, and these were Coleman rear ends. Like Coleman, they also made coolers and all sorts of camping stuff. And they also made differential parts for trucks. So this would be a Coleman rear end. And they also use these in these Ford trucks and all sorts of different kind of trucks, heavy duty stuff. But I don't have the proper, well, I guess I'm going to have to eventually get some more resin here and cast some front end parts. So yeah. But yeah, that would have been used on this kind of application too at some point or another in its life, probably. I have seen some pictures online that actually they were using the Coleman running gear or axles in this kind of a truck, like a dump truck or a snowplow truck or something. So yeah. Anyways, I'm using this system here. It works. So I had those parts kicking around, so that's what I'm using on that. So anyways, yeah, looks pretty cool. I had to alter the height on the springs, of course, and on the back too. Actually, I had to add extra. I can't remember if I picked up the detail or not. Had to add extra leaf springs and extra leaves to this here because I mean, you know, a F700, 800 is a heavier truck, right? So it's gonna be a dually rear end truck. So, anyways, not dual axle, but just a regular axle truck. So, anyways, here are the rims I'm using. My favorite rims ever, the 5-slot Steelies. So yeah, these are the big heavy duty ones. And I think actually later on in the 50s, it actually went to 6-lug, but all I have is 5-lug. And this is what I mostly use on my trucks anyway, of this era, like pre 50s, I guess. So, anyways, I also added the chain detail for chains on the tires. On the picture I have, it doesn't have any of the doesn't have chains on the wheels, but I have seen pictures online where they had chains on a 4-wheel drive truck, front and rear chains. Not something you see much anymore. Kind of something that's gone. Anyways, I just took some regular chain that was, you know, using the truck. It's probably a little bit big chain, probably a little bit bigger than it should be. This chain is found on the good frame here. Probably hard to see. Put on the hood of this truck. The chain is here. It's found on the big rigs for tie downs. So might be a little bit big for using on these rims and stuff, on these tires, but that's all I had, and that's what I'm using. It'll be pretty close, I think. So, anyways, get all the chains on here. They're all silver painted silver. Just drag them through some paint, right? I still have to add a bit of rust detail to make them look rusty and such. And I have to run pieces across now too, which you see a bunch of these on here. See if I can. Oh. I'm gonna have to put my camera down for you guys to see what I'm doing. Kind of fiddly farty kind of thing, but it is what it is. Anyways, you get the idea, sort of the chains going across the tire for the grip, right? Anyways, that's how I'm doing it. So, I'll do that, and also on the rear tires too. Just on the rear outside tire gets the chain, not on the inside, just in the rear. And you guys that have driven big trucks before in the past, and you guys that have driven big rigs, either older stuff or newer stuff, whatever, you would know you only put chains on the outside tire. Outside. So, and usually on the back. You don't see many on the front, but you do come across them. So yeah, that's kind of cool. So I epoxy the chain on the tire, so I'm doing that. And I'll wait for that to dry to continue that project. And what else? Oh, I'm working on the box now too. It's actually a pretty good project, really. So I'm adding the strips to the box here now. Here's the bottom of the box. Those are my rails. They go on the back here for the dump box. So I'll probably end up putting some pieces going across here for supports for the deck. I'm actually going to be building sides too for the dump box too, and a bull board too. And probably putting some pieces of wood on the sides to give it some extra height, because back in those days it probably used probably a 2 or 3 foot wall, and it probably added about maybe 20 inches or whatever of boards, give it a little more volume. So you take more gravel or whatever, sand, so more material for on the roads. And you have to build an auger for the back and a spread of some sorts. I'm going to do some research on that. And a big blade for the front. So lots to do. This is a short little update. I know it's cold out here. It is, see, what date is today? Today is the 3rd. So, 3rd of January, and I got all this done already. Yeah. I like to stay busy. Yeah, it's been crappy cold here, and I like to stay busy and just keep on going, doing what I do. And soon it warms up, I'll be working outside again, out in the farm. So, and then the project will get stalled for a while until I get free time to work on it. So, anyways, I'm working on it now. So anyways, yeah, that's all. That's my little update for now. And once I get more done, I'll post it up. All right. Let's see some more videos on some more Ford trucks. Alright, thanks for watching guys, and bye for now.